there, fam. Good to see everybody. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to focus on Capricorn PROMETHEUS software. We're going to do a little tutorial about how to add chart points. So whether you, want to look at different stars, or maybe asteroids, dwarf planets, whatever, we're going to look at that within Capricorn Astrology Software's PROMETHEUS. So let's jump in. I'm on my laptop today, so we're gonna be doing this a little bit differently. We're gonna have a whole different setup because I'm on a touchpad. I just don't have my usual audio or video equipment, but we're gonna make it through this one, fam. And the first thing we want to do is we want to get into the points configuration. So we're going to go down in the lower right, and we're going to click Astrology Settings. And we're going to go up to Points and Aspects and look at the primary points. And over here it'll tell you what point configuration you're using right now. I'm using my own custom default. But over to the right, if we click over here just to the right of this area, you'll get a 3-dot menu. And this pops up with an option to select another point configuration. But there's also a bunch of options down at the bottom. We could create a new point configuration. But before we do that, I'm going to take the 10 planets that comes with Capricorn Astrology software, and I'm just going to copy. And I'm going to call this, let's see, let's just call it test config point configuration. All right, and now I'm going to go back down and see I have 10 planets. Now I have a double of this, and one of them, when I look at the file name here, is named test config. So we're going to go into here and we're going to select edit. We're going to edit our copy, and this is non-destructive editing. So we're not going to edit anything and change it. We're going to make a copy of the original template and add to it. And then we can go back to the original with one click, or we can incorporate our new point configuration. So the first thing I want to do is I want to give this a name to distinguish this from my stock or standard template. So I'm going to call it 4 zeros. That's going to put it right up at the top of my list, and we're going to call it test config. So I'll just delete this later because this is just for the purposes of the video. I'm going to always change the author to me so that I can see which configs are mine and which configs came with the program. And I'll give it a description: Sun to Pluto plus added chart points. Okay, now that I've got that, I should be able to go OK and save. And now it's right up at the top of my list. It's the very top one, test config. So we're going to go in, we're going to keep editing. You don't need to do that last step, I'm sorry. I was just showing you, once you give it this name with zeros in the front, or any kind of unusual character, it'll go right to the top. And that's helpful if you want to find your custom configs and work from them primarily. So now here at the bottom, we're going to click Add Point. And this is where the magic happens. We have access to all these points. We have planets, the ordinary ones. We have common asteroids. Then we have a full asteroid list. Let's say we want to find out of all the asteroids, we're going to sort by name, and we're going to find the asteroid Nessus, just a random, more obscure asteroid. So let's go down to the ends. There's Nessus. Here we go. So we're going to add Nessus. Okay. Pow. We go to OK, and right away we have Nessus added as an asteroid, we can highlight it and select whether we want to use it in a particular display or not, and that can be handy if you're working with variable configurations. You can turn aspects off, and that helps clean the charts up, keep it nice in the middle. You don't have to run aspects to every chart point in order to get a lot of good detail and good information. And if you use midpoints, you can turn midpoints off for Nessus. So let's add another point. Well, we've added an asteroid from the list by going down and sorting by name. So let's add another point. Well, so let's say we want to add a star. Well, it's really quite the same. We can go down and sort by, if we know the star we want to add by name, we can find it by name. If we know it by constellation, likewise. Let's go by name, and we'll just add Regulus. So actually, if we're going to look for Regulus, we can sort by visual magnitude, because Regulus is one of the brighter stars in the sky. So having selected that, we just go to OK, and pow, it pops up in our charts. Now, since this is a star, I'm going to turn aspects off, and let's just go to OK and save, and we'll go to OK and select out in the main menu. So, you may want to take this 10 planets or whatever the configuration you're working with presently is, and you may want to just go in and edit it and make it more robust. Like, we can add angles right away. We can add the ascendant. Now, you can only add one point at a time, so we have to do it this way. We can add the midheaven. Okay, and now even just with these two, this chart starts to look a little more populated with the information that we're used to. We would want to add the IC. Some people like to read the DC. I always like to see the lunar nodes. So, likewise, we can just go in now that we know what we're doing. We can edit our configuration, add a point. Node, we've got the north node of the moon. Alright, select node, north node, OK, add a point. South node, OK. And as we go on, we'll populate the chart, and we'll start to get the kind of information that we more specifically want to get. And this is just one basic level of customization that really makes Prometheus really versatile. It's my hope to do a couple more videos just showing people how to start to reach into the depths of this thing, and do awesome stuff like like this, but increasingly awesome. So stay tuned, everyone, for more of these little jammies, and have fun out there with Capricorn Prometheus. I'll leave the link below in the description, and until next time, friends. Join us on Sidereal Revolution on Facebook, and check out the One Sky Astro, and I've got a newly revamped website. It's exciting with a lot of geometry. Big fan of that. So, all right, friends. Bless you all. Bless you all with wisdom and love from the stars and beyond. Ciao.